My cousin Sarah was the walking definition of an influencer. At least, that was the version of herself she showed the world. Her life online looked perfect with luxury hotels, artisan coffee, rooftop sunsets, and flawless yoga poses with captions about peace and gratitude. Every post carried hashtags like #livingmybestlife.com. For years, I watched her through my phone screen with a strange mix of pride and jealousy. She was family, so part of me wanted her to succeed, but another part of me hated how effortlessly everything seemed to work for her. Every trip turned into content. Every meal became a photo shoot. Every smile brought thousands of likes. It felt like everything she touched turned viral. Then, about 6 months ago, the perfection started to crack. At first, the photos still looked beautiful, but the captions changed. Instead of talking about gratitude, growth, or positivity, Sarah started writing strange things that didn't sound like her at all. Beneath a brunch photo she typed, "The taste of freedom, for now." I assumed it was some new strategy. Influencers constantly reinvent themselves, and Sarah always loved attention. I figured she was trying an edgy, mysterious persona to boost engagement. Something dramatic enough to make people comment and share. But then the photos themselves changed. The colors became far too intense. The sky was no longer blue. Plants glowed a sick and natural green. Skin tones were pale and waxy. It was as if every image had been pushed beyond normal limits, until it became painful to look at. And Sarah's smile, that was the worst part. It no longer looked natural. It looked forced, like someone had told her to smile and never stop. Her eyes were always wide open and bloodshot. She looked exhausted, terrified, and somehow trapped inside her own face. Then came the filters. These weren't normal beauty filters. They had names like Echoes, The Void, Static Dreams, and Deep Scan. They warped her body in strange ways. Her fingers bent at impossible angles. Sometimes her skin looked smooth like gray porcelain, like two versions of her were overlapping. People in the comments thought it was art. They praised her creativity. They said she was ahead of trends. They begged for tutorials. I felt sick every time I looked. Then one night, at exactly 3:14 a.m., my phone buzzed. It was a direct message from Sarah. No words, no explanation. Just a single high-resolution photo of her eye. One eye filling the entire frame. The pupil was so wide the iris was barely visible. The filter tag at the bottom said, "Deep Scan." Something about it terrified me instantly. I zoomed in on the reflection inside her pupil. My stomach dropped. She wasn't in her expensive apartment. She wasn't on vacation. She was in a small room with bare concrete walls. No windows, no decorations. A single light bulb hung from a wire above her, flickering weakly. And behind her reflection, in the darkest corner of the room, stood 3 figures. They were tall and thin, with limbs too long for their bodies. I nearly dropped my phone. I messaged her immediately. "Sarah, where are you? Are you okay? Call me now." The message showed read almost instantly, but nothing came back. I called her over and over. Every call failed. Not voicemail, not ringing, just a dead, disconnected tone. For the next 2 weeks, her account kept posting. That was the part that scared me most. If she was missing, who was posting? The content became worse each day. Her photos turned into glitchy nightmares. The captions were even worse. One read, "She is processing." Another said, "Engagement requires sacrifice." Then one post appeared for only a few minutes before vanishing. Hidden beneath layers of distortion were 4 clear words, "Help me, I'm inside." After that, silence. Her account disappeared completely. Not suspended, not deactivated. It was erased. Every photo, every comment, every tagged post, every trace of Sarah online was gone as if she had never existed. I reported her missing. The police checked her apartment. They found nothing. No clothes, no furniture, no charger cables, no makeup, no food, no personal items, not even dust on the shelves. It looked like nobody had lived there for months. The landlord swore the unit had been empty the entire time. Lately, I've started noticing those same filters on other accounts. A travel blogger with a stretched smile, a fitness model using void light, a beauty page posting captions that don't make sense. Small signs at first, easy to dismiss, but it's spreading. Now, whenever I open my front camera, I check the reflection behind me before I post anything. I study the corners of the room. I watch for shapes that don't belong. Because I don't think the algorithm is just code anymore. I think it's hungry. And I don't think Sarah disappeared. I think she was consumed. Last year, a 19-year-old girl that I knew named Chloe became obsessed with the idea of becoming internet famous. She was tired of living in our small town and convinced that social media was her way out. She spent hours watching influencers online, seeing their glamorous lifestyles, sponsorship deals, and huge audiences. To Chloe, it looked like freedom, so she created a brand new Instagram account and devoted herself to growing it. She posted daily photos, short videos, and updates about her life. She carefully planned every picture, researched trending hashtags, and interacted constantly with her followers. It worked faster than she expected. Within a month, her account had gained over 3,000 followers. The attention thrilled her. Every notification gave her a rush of excitement. She loved reading comments from strangers who complimented her appearance, her outfits, and her personality. She spent hours replying to messages and thanking people for their support. Then one day, something strange happened. Among the usual comments filled with heart emojis and compliments, a new account appeared. The username was nothing but a random string of numbers, and the profile picture was a completely black square. At first, Chloe thought it was just another anonymous follower. The account's first comment appeared beneath a photo she had posted from a local park. It says, "I like the red top you're wearing today. It will be easy to spot you in a crowd." The comment made her uncomfortable. There was something unsettling about the way it was written. Still, she laughed it off and showed it to me. "Probably just some creepy fan," she said. She deleted the comment and blocked the account. The next day, she was sitting in a coffee shop downtown when she uploaded a picture of her drink. Less than 5 minutes later, a new account appeared in the comments section. Once again, the username was only numbers. The comment read, "The latte was a good choice. I'm sitting 3 tables behind you." Chloe immediately felt her stomach drop. She spun around in her chair and scanned the entire coffee shop. People sat working on laptops, reading books, or scrolling through their phones. Nobody seemed interested in her, but that didn't make her feel any safer. She quickly gathered her things, abandoned her drink, and rushed home. That night, things became far worse. A direct message appeared on her phone with the picture of her own house. More specifically, it was a picture of her front door taken from the street outside. Beneath the image was a message, "Keep posting yourself. Chloe, you're making my job so easy. I'm going to come and kidnap you soon." For the first time, she realized this wasn't just an annoying internet troll. Someone was watching her. Someone knew where she lived. Someone had been close enough to take that photograph. Terrified, Chloe contacted the police and showed them everything. The threatening comments, the anonymous accounts, and the photo of her house. The officer who took the report was sympathetic, but there wasn't much he could do. "It's probably somebody looking for attention," he told her. "Unfortunately, people make threats online all the time. Deactivate your account for a while and see if he loses interest." Chloe agreed. For the next 3 days, she stayed offline. At first, she felt relieved. The messages stopped. The comments disappeared. The silence made her believe the officer had been right. Maybe the person had simply moved on. But Chloe had become addicted to the attention. She missed checking notifications. She missed seeing people react to her posts. 3 days later, she returned. She uploaded a simple comeback photo and captioned it with a message about taking a short break. This time she was careful. She didn't tag her location. She thought she was being smart. 10 minutes later, a new notification appeared. Another account made entirely of numbers had commented, "Welcome back. I missed you. I'm standing in your backyard right now. Look out the kitchen window." The rest of the comment says, Chloe nearly dropped her phone. Instead, she grabbed a large steak knife from the kitchen counter, locked herself inside the bathroom, and called 911. The police arrived within minutes. Officers searched the property while Chloe waited inside. When they finally came back, Their expressions were serious. Someone had been there. Near the back fence, officers discovered a professional camera mounted on a tripod. The lens was pointed directly at Chloe's kitchen window. The equipment wasn't cheap. Whoever had set it up knew exactly what they were doing. Nearby, officers found footprints pressed deep into the wet ground. The prints appeared to belong to someone wearing large work boots. For the first time, the police understood how serious the situation was. Investigators attempted to trace the messages and accounts. Digital experts tracked IP addresses across multiple countries. Every lead eventually ended at anonymous servers and fake locations. It was as if the stalker existed everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Weeks passed, then months. No arrest was ever made. The person behind the messages simply vanished. Soon afterward, Chloe deleted every social media account she owned. She erased years of photos and videos. She stopped posting online completely. Eventually, she moved to another state and started over. The experience taught her something she wishes she had understood from the beginning. When you share your life with thousands of strangers online, most of them are harmless. Most of them are simply watching. But you don't get to choose who else is watching. And sometimes, among all those followers, there's someone who isn't interested in your content at all but only interested in you. I've always been protective of my younger sister, Mia. She's 5 years younger than me, and ever since we were kids, I've felt responsible for looking out for her. Mia is smart and kind, but when it comes to the internet, she has always been a little too trusting. She loves social media, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. If there was a platform where people could share photos and videos, Mia was on it. Nearly every moment of her life became content. Whether she was eating at a restaurant, shopping at the mall, studying at the library, or simply walking through town, she always had her phone out taking pictures. A few months ago, I was scrolling through her Instagram page one evening. I wasn't spying on her. I was just checking in to see what she had been up to. As I looked through a photo she had posted from a local street fair, I noticed there was a man standing in the background near a popcorn stand. At first, nothing seemed unusual about him, but the longer I looked, the more uncomfortable I became. Everyone else in the picture appeared busy enjoying the event. Some people were talking, some were eating, and others were walking around. But this man wasn't paying attention to any of that. He was staring directly at the camera, directly at Mia. I figured it was probably a coincidence. Still, something about him bothered me. Out of curiosity, I scrolled to one of her older posts from about a week earlier. She had taken a selfie outside the town library. That's when my stomach tightened. In the reflection of a window behind her stood the exact same man. Same posture, same expressionless stare. Now I was interested. I continued scrolling through her account, moving farther back through her posts. The more photos I checked, the man appeared again in it all. Out of roughly 50 photos Mia had posted over the previous 3 months, the man appeared in 38 of them. He was sitting alone on a bench at the park. He was standing near a food truck downtown. He was visible in the background of a shopping mall photo, in one picture from a clothing store. Mia had taken a mirror selfie while trying on a new jacket. Through a small opening in the dressing room curtain behind her, I could see the man's face. That was the moment I knew something was wrong. No stranger appears in that many photos by accident. I called Mia immediately. She answered after a few rings. "Hey, what's up?" she asked casually. "Mia, I need you to listen to me," I said. "What happened?" "Go look at your Instagram posts. There's a guy following you. He's in almost every photo you've uploaded." For a second there was silence. Then she laughed. "Mark, seriously," she said. "You're acting paranoid. It's a small town. People go to the same places all the time." "Mia, he was in your dressing room photo yesterday. We argued that for a few minutes." "Mia, please, just look at the pictures carefully." Instead of listening, she became annoyed. "Stop stalking my page," she snapped. "It's embarrassing." "I'm fine." Then she hung up. I tried calling again later that evening. She didn't answer. Over the next few days, I kept trying to warn her, but she refused to listen. Eventually she blocked my account completely, so I couldn't comment on her posts anymore. According to her friends, I was overreacting and making her anxious for no reason. Maybe they were right. At least that's what I tried to tell myself. Then 2 weeks later, everything changed. I received a frantic phone call from our mother. Mia was missing. She hadn't returned home after her part-time shift at the movie theater. She said to me, her car was still sitting in the employee parking lot, exactly where she had left it. But Mia was gone. The police immediately launched a search. They reviewed security footage, interviewed coworkers, checked her phone records, and eventually examined her social media accounts. That's when I told them about the man. At first, they weren't sure what to think. But after reviewing the photographs, they became interested. They became alarmed. After checking his identity, there were no credit card records connected to him, no driver's license, no phone registered in his name, no employment history, no government records. It was as if he barely existed. Yet somehow he had managed to appear in dozens of Mia's photos over several months. Detectives eventually reached a chilling conclusion. He hadn't been randomly encountering her. He had been studying her. Every photo Mia uploaded revealed all the piece of her life. While everyone else saw harmless posts, he saw a map. Mia had unknowingly documented her entire routine for him. He didn't need to follow her constantly. She was broadcasting her location and habits to him herself. 3 days after her disappearance, police finally found her. She was alive. They discovered her inside an abandoned farmhouse nearly 30 miles outside town. But something had changed. Although she survived, she was in severe shock. She wouldn't speak. She wouldn't answer questions. She simply stared into space. Doctors tried everything, but Mia remained silent, and the man responsible was nowhere to be found. He had vanished before police arrived. That was over a year ago. But still now, Mia still isn't the same. She refuses to use social media. Most days she won't even touch a smartphone. As for me, I still check Instagram regularly. But if you're reading this, do yourself a favor. Open your last 10 photos. Look carefully at the background. Check the reflections in windows and mirrors. Pay attention to the faces you don't recognize. Because sometimes the person watching you isn't hiding at all. Sometimes they're standing right there in the picture,